so scared because all I could think about was how I had no place in this world. But then, just out of nowhere, I realized there was one place, and that was with you. So I flew and I took a taxi to get to you. I just had to come see you. Thank God you're still... Oh. I'm sorry. You're not... This is the house. I'm sorry, does Daniel Harding live here? I'm looking for Daniel Harding.
You're looking
for Daniel Harding. Yeah, he lives here, I thought. Oh, he doesn't, does he? Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so embarrassed. Who is this woman and what is she doing here? I honestly thought he'd be here. I always thought he'd be here. Always. Do you know him? A big, tall guy. Played basketball, all Eastern Maine Center. Strong, hockey too.
Well,
don't even answer that. That is a horrible question to ask somebody from a small town, as if everybody from small towns knows everybody else. I don't live here anymore, but when I did, I used to hate it when people assumed that I knew everybody just because it was small. It was worse than when they asked if we had plumbing way up there. Because you know, people in small towns really don't know each other any better than they do in big ones. I mean, you know who you know, and you don't know who you don't know, just like anywhere else. I'm so sorry. I was just so sure. When his parents died, he kept the house, I heard. He lived here, he stayed here. He was one of the ones who stayed. I didn't stay, I went away.
most people do.
Yeah, and I guess he did too. I never thought he would. You know, you gotta hold on to people or you lose them. I wish there was something that you could keep them in for when you needed them. Here he is, perfect. It's cold, I forgot.
Yeah.
I can't believe I took a taxi all the way from Bangor to see him.
That's far.
Yeah.
That's 163 miles.
Yeah. This place is a little further away from things than I remember.
Why'd you do that?
Well, because I could only fly as close to Bangor, and I had to get to him as fast as I could.
Why?
Well, I needed to answer a question that he asked me.
Oh?
The last time I saw him, he asked me a very important question. I didn't answer it, and that's not a very nice thing to do to a person.
Well, I think you've been a little too hard on yourself.
He asked me to marry him.
Oh. And you said?
Didn't answer him? No. Yeah. And that's why I'm here, to answer him. I mean, I didn't answer him to begin with because I didn't have an answer at the time. I mean, I was going off to college, and then the night before, I'm about to go off to do what I hope and dream. He asks me, will you marry me? I mean, what was I supposed to do?
I don't know.
I mean, I told him that I'd have to think it over overnight and that I'd be back before the sun came up with an answer. And then I left. I left him standing right there. And then I didn't make it back with an answer or at all.
Well, that sounds like an answer to me.
No. That wasn't my answer. I went out into the world, and that's not an answer. And I think...
What?
I think he thought I'd say yes.
Well, a guy's not going to ask a girl that question unless he thinks she's going to say yes.
I know, and I'm afraid that he waited up all night waiting for me to come by. I just want him to know that I know now that you can't do a thing like not answer a question like the one he asked me. You can't do that to a person, especially to someone you love.
You loved her?
I don't know. We were kids. Yes, I did. I do. I feel like I dashed his hopes and dreams.
Ah, come on. You give yourself too much credit. He was young. And that's all you have to do to get your hopes dashed is be young. And since everybody starts out young, everybody gets their hopes dashed. And besides, I don't think you really dashed his hopes. Because if you dash someone's hope, that's kind of a nice way to let them down. I mean, it hurts, but it's quick. Now, if you had said no, that would have been dashing his hopes. But you didn't say no. You said nothing. You didn't answer him at all. And that's kind of like killing hope the long, slow, painful way. Because it's still there. It just lingers, never really goes away. It's like giving someone a little less air to breathe every day till they just die.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
For what?
I don't know.
Goodbye, Hope.
Goodbye. I'm so sorry I bothered you. I was just all alone out there in the world, and I realized what I'd done to him, to Danny, and that with him was my place in this world. Wait a minute. You called me Hope. How do you know my name? Danny?
Hello, Hope.
Danny! I didn't
I know.
recognize you.
I know.
You're so small.
I lost a lot of hope, and that'll do a number on you.
Danny, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Because you know something? You're early.
What?
You're early. You said you wouldn't have an answer to my question until the sun came up and Jesus crow. The sun's not even close to being up yet. Look how early you are. That's good of you. So, a taxi all the way from Bangor
Yeah.
to tell me.
Hi. Nan?
Yeah?
Come on. Who's there?
Just someone who's looking for directions.
It's awful late for directions.
Yeah, listen, Susan, I'll be in a minute, okay?
Okay.
What?
I hope you find it, Hope. Your place in the world.